Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, and today is another episode of my knitting podcast. My name is Sari. I'm a knitwear designer from Finland, and today I'm going to show you my top 5 favorite summer top and tee patterns that I have designed over the years, and later I will show you a little bit of what I've been knitting lately and what I have on my needles at the moment. But let's start with my top 5 favorite knitting patterns. So if you have been following me for a longer time, you probably already know this, but I love summer and I love summer knitting. Summer knitting is actually my favorite part of knitting and designing, and I just published a whole book. I have it over here, a book filled with summer knitting patterns. So my book Summer Knits is out now, but I have been designing summer patterns for quite many years already, and I have quite a lot of them both on my website on sarinordknit.com as well as on Ravelry, so you can easily find them there and browse them there as well. I will link everything that I mentioned, all the pattern names, links to the patterns and so on below this video, so you can easily check them out if there's something that catches your eye. But let's go. Number 5 of my favorite knitting patterns, summer knitting patterns, is the Poet Tee that I released last summer. So you can see it over here. And the Poet Tee is of course part of my Poet pattern family. So the original Poet Sweater came out in 2018, and ever since I've been putting out quite a lot of new patterns. There's the Poet Socks, Poet Scarf, and then a poetry pullover, and last summer I put out the Poet Tee as well as the Poet Top. So this one has been such a favorite of mine to wear, and this one was knitted with the Rerum Naturals Penelope, which is a merino and silk blend. You can see that it has a really beautiful stitch definition, and it's knitted top down. It has raglan sleeves. The sleeves are knitted with just stockinette stitch, and actually I'll show this to you. Here's the same tee with a bit of mohair, so you can see it in a lighter color over here. So the Poet Tee over here, so it's the top 5 patterns on number 5. So let's go forward. We have number 4. This is from this summer, and this is the Judona Camisole, and it's from my book Summer Knits. You can see it here on the cover. And when I started designing this, I kind of like wanted to do something a bit more simple for the book, so that not all the patterns have a lot of texture and a lot of design elements going on. So I wanted to do something a bit more minimalistic, a bit more simple. So the Judona Camisole comes in 2 different versions. So you have this one with peplum hem, and then there's a straight version of it without the peplum, so it's just straight. And of course I only design things that I love, but I wasn't kind of like expecting to love this as much as I did. It was when I didn't knit it myself, so my sample knitter made this for me, and when I put it on, it was like love at first wear, I could say. It's super nice to wear. I really love the peplum hem. It's really nice when it gets really hot. It's kind of like airy and breezy. and it's very easy to both dress up and down. It goes really nicely with linen pants, or you can wear it up with kind of like you could wear it for a party, even just put on some silk pants or a skirt, high heels, a bit of jewelry, maybe a blazer over it. So it's really versatile in that way, and it's also very simple to knit, so you could totally whip it up in a week or so. It's knitted with the Rerum Naturals Antigon, which is 100% linen yarn, so it gives it a beautiful drape. So this is the Judona Camisole, the peplum hem version from my book Summer Knits. And then let's go forward. We have our number 3, the Kuutar top. So this is also a few years old. I have made a couple of these. I also have one that is a really bright neon yellow green, like the color is actually called tennis ball, and that's exactly how the colorway is. It's from Libby and Amy, and I made a full YouTube tutorial for this top, so if you want to knit it, I will link the YouTube tutorial below this video so you can check that out. And in that video I will walk you through step by step on how to knit your own Kuutar top. So this one was something that I had been thinking for a longer time. I had kind of like the idea of turning the Kuutar pullover yoke pattern into a top. It took me quite a long time to figure out how I wanted to do it, but I really love the end result. It has kind of like this I-cord edge going all the way to the armhole, and same on the other side, so it looks like it's continuing all the way around, and also here at the neckline. And there's the lace pattern here on the front. If this feels a bit intimidating for you and you happen to be in Portland, Oregon at the end of this week, I will be teaching 3 classes at Ritual Dice, and one of the classes is going to be a Calliope top class. I have my Calliope top here next to me, so it looks like this, and as you can see it has the similar shape as the Coutar top over here. And I'm going to have a class for this top at Ritual Dice next Sunday, so that's Sunday 3rd August. And if you want, there's still room at the class, so you can join us, and I will teach you how to knit the lace pattern both on the right and the wrong side, because these pieces are knitted flat, so you also have to work the lace on the back side of the work. I will also teach you how to do the provisional cast on to start your top, how to do the I-cord bind off, then later to kind of like finish the edge, how to do I-cord cast on for the underarm, and all the other techniques that you need to finish your own Calliope top. And of course, because the shape is similar to the Coutar top, you can also do this after the course. I will also be teaching 2 other courses at Ritual Dice next weekend. Also on Saturday we are going to have a Laulu shawl class, so this is the Laulu shawl. And in this class we're going to learn how to read charts, so you'll be able to knit any charted pattern after taking the Laulu shawl class. Also, this has a bit of lace and it has cables, so I'm going to teach you both how to knit lace and cables, and I will show you how to knit cables without cable needle. So that's the Laulu shawl class, and of course you're going to get the Laulu shawl pattern in the class, and for the Calliope top class you're going to get the Calliope top pattern. And lastly, on Friday, August 1st, so I'm going to these classes like from the last classes to the first class. So the first class actually that I'm going to teach on Friday, August 1st is an introduction to lace class, and in that class I'm also going to teach how to read charts, how to do the basic stitches that you need to knit lace. So you're going to learn different kinds of decreases, yarn overs, and how to master any lace pattern after that. So that's our Friday class at Ritual Dice, and then Saturday was the Laulu shawl class, and Friday is the Calliope top class, and all of those classes have still spots available, and I would love for you to join us. I will be popping by the shop at Ritual Dice during the weekend as well, so if you have your Summer Knits book or Softly, my previous book, you can come and get them signed. I think they're going to have my books at the shop as well, but there's a limited stock, so make sure you pre-order, for example, your book if you want to make sure that you're going to get your book. But anyway, I'm going to be at Ritual Dice next weekend, so if you're in the area, I would love for you to join us. So number 3 was the Kuutar top. And let's move forward. We have the EBA set next. So number 2 is this summer's favorite, the EBA set. So we have the EBA tee as well as the EBA skirt. And I've been wearing both of these so much this summer, both together as a whole set. So this was my midsummer look, as well as separately. So I wore the skirt with my AC/DC t-shirt. We went to see AC/DC live last Thursday, so that was my outfit for the concert. And I've been wearing the t-shirt with different skirts and jeans and linen pants. And I was actually being interviewed live on TV last Saturday. I was on a Finnish morning TV show called Huomenta Suomi, that means Good Morning Finland. And I was talking about knitting and my new book, Summer Knits, and this was the outfit that I wore to the television show. And I got so many compliments on both of the pieces after that, so it was like super fun. So the EBA set, as well as here's the matching EBA vest, have been my favorites this summer. So if you don't want to do a t-shirt, you could also do the EBA vest and the EBA skirt. So I'm planning to do another EBA skirt for the fall. I was planning to do it with knitting for olive silk and a bit of mohair for like more autumn style set, and also do the tee but with long sleeves. So that's my plan for fall knitting. And then lastly, I think Couterti is probably my favorite summer pattern, as well as I think it's the most popular summer pattern that I have released, so the one that has most projects and likes on Ravelry. So the Couterti is a take on, of course, my Kuutar pullover, and you already saw the matching Kuutar top. So the Couterti, also knitted seamlessly top down. It has a circular yoke with the beautiful Kuutar lace pattern on it and short sleeves. It has a bit of short row shaping for the back, so the back is, you can see it's slightly longer than the front, so it makes the fit a bit better. And I've been planning to do another Couterti for such a long time. It was in my plans for this summer, but maybe next summer we could have a Couterti knit along. I don't know, what do you think? Or maybe it could be like a Coutar knit along, so you could either do the Couterti or the top or scarf or socks or whatever you want. I also have a lot of Couterti patterns, and I want to show you one extra because it was too hard for me to pick just 5 favorite summer knit patterns, so I picked one extra and I have it here. So also this one comes in 2 colors. I'll show you the lighter one because the pink is so pink that it's hard to photograph. So this is the Rococo top, and as you can see it also has the same shaping as the Calliope top as well as the Kuutar top. It's one of my favorite shapes for summer knits, and of course if you want to make this, if you come to our class on Sunday at Ritual Dice, you can also make this one because it's kind of like the same thing. This one also has an option to add bubbles, so you can see some bubbles over here. I decided to do the bubbles on the front but skip them on the back, but you could do bubbles on both sides or just skip them on both sides, or do like I did, that you do bubbles on one side and then skip them on the other side. And I have made it in another color, so this is, as you can see, it's a bit hard to capture on film, it's so bright, but I really love this statement color of pink. So that's the Rococo top. So those were my favorite summer knit patterns, and of course always the one that's always on my needles or just off my needles is among the favorites, and it's kind of like the same thing that you can pick your favorite child or pet or anything. It's the same with knitting. I can't really play favorites. I love all of them. It was so hard to narrow those down for you to just 5, and actually as you can see I couldn't even do it to narrow 10 to 5, so there were 6 or actually 7, because if you count the Ebba and the skirt separately, then it would be 7. I'll just quickly show you what I've been knitting lately, some things that I have finished and some things that I have on my needles here at the end of the video. I have actually been quite busy the past couple of weeks. I haven't really done that much knitting lately. We were first traveling a bit. We went to Copenhagen and then I was in Berlin. I did a little event at Yarn Over Berlin when I was there. And traveling always takes away from my knitting time, and then I have been working quite a lot. I have so many things that I have to get ready before my trip to Portland, and after that I'm going to the Flock Fiber Festival in Seattle. So just I have been knitting less than I usually do, so you might have seen most of these things earlier. So one of the things that I'm still working on is my Colette yoke pullover. I haven't actually had time to continue on this one, so I should really just get going with it. I have the body and the sleeves to knit, and I was planning to release this pattern at Flock, so I really need to get going with it a bit quicker, but I have my long flight to US left before Flock and so on, so I think I can easily manage it. It's just stockinette stitch. So this is knitted with Explorer Knits Rocky's DK, and the colorway is called Contemplation, and has this beautiful cable lace pattern over the yoke. And of course it's a little twist on my other Colette patterns. So I've been dreaming about turning the Colette pattern into a yoke version for a long time. So this is what it looks like. It's currently being test knitted. I just have to finish my own sample. But anyway, that's the Colette yoke pullover. And then I showed this to you in my previous video. So this is the Lily vest. So this one has eye cards here at the front. and it has a peplum hem. So I have now finished this one. I just noticed that I have one yarn end over here that I haven't woven in, otherwise it's blocked and ready, and I've been using it quite a lot lately. We finally got some heat here in Finland, so it's been really warm. You can see that I'm a bit sweaty at the moment. So I'm making another lily vest. This is at the point now that I'm going to start doing the hem soon, so the peplum hem. So this one is not going to have the I-cord ties, so I'm going to do a bottom band on the front instead. So that's the thing that I'm going to do next, and then I will pick up the stitches for the peplum hem. And because it's stockinette, it's rolling, but it has a similar round neck. It looks really funny because it starts to roll when I haven't blocked it, and it doesn't have the edgings for the armholes or the neck. Knitting this one with this is the Rerum Naturals Antigon. It's linen. The colorway is called Laulu. It's really beautiful, kind of like cool khaki green. I picked this yarn up. I bought it from La Mercerie last May when I was there. So I don't think we have any shops in Finland that sell Antigon. So every time I have bought it, I have just looked at the colors on the computer screen, and in May when I went to La Mercerie, it was the first time that I saw the colors live, so it was really nice to see them in person and actually kind of like to pick the ones that I like the most. So this is such a favorite color of mine, and I think it looks really nice on me. So I'm really excited about making a button front version of the lily vest. Another thing that I finished was the vanilla light top. So this one is also, I've been actually using quite a lot of Rerum Natural lately. I noticed this is knitted with Rerum Naturals Albertine, and it's the Sage colorway. And I also made another version with a full body lace, and this is a new pattern that I just released on Friday. So the pattern has both these versions, so you can either stop the lace where you want to stop it and then knit the rest of the body in stockinette stitch, or you can do a full body lace pattern, whatever you fancy more. So this is Sandnes Garn Tun Linen, and it's the 1018, no 1015, something like that. I'll just write it below the colorway name, and really love how they both look like. And these both are available on Ravelry and on sarinordlund.com, and we still have the flock discount going on. So there's the flock along, so flock make along. You can pick any tee or knitted top pattern and make it, and just tag it like a flock. I think it's a flock along on Instagram. It's for the Flock Fiber Festival, and I made a little discount code. It's flock 2025. You can use it either on Ravelry or on Shopify. It's valid until the end of the Flock Fiber Festival, and you can get a 20% discount on any of my self-published summer knit tops or tee patterns, including the new vanilla light top. So the vanilla top is actually originally from my book Soft Summer Knits. It comes as a dress version, you can see it over here, as well as a top version, but it's in DK weight yarn. So this is a fingering weight version of the same thing, with a slightly longer chart for the slightly longer or full body long chart of the lace pattern. So the book version only has one repeat of the lace pattern, but for this one you can choose how long you want to make the lace and then add a stockinette stitch if you want. And I also finished my Laulu tee, and I love it. It has the Laulu pattern, Laulu stitch pattern here on the front as well as here on the top of the sleeves. So it's the same as here on the Laulu shawl. And for this one I used the Wandering Flocks new cotton lino yarn. This is the sand colorway, so kind of like an undyed colorway over here. And I'm making a vest version of this one in this color over here, but it doesn't look it's so small still that didn't bring it here to show on the film. It doesn't look like anything, but this is the Harriet colorway, and I'm going to make it's going to be the same but without the sleeves, of course, when it's a vest. So it's going to have a bit of ribbing over here, so you can see it has a short row shaping on the sleeve to improve the fit, and a v-neck. Love it. So this is, I think, if I will be making my top 5 summer knit patterns next year, I think this is going to be on that list, but I didn't add it there yet because the pattern is not available yet. And of course I finished my second Saltwind tee. So this one was with knitted with Sandnes Garn line in 2 colors. I actually the white one is the Ebba skirt. The white one is leftovers from the Ebba patterns, so I actually like these two together as well. So having the Ebba skirt with this tee, because they have the same color, so they look really nice together. And the last thing I wanted to show you, just a little sneak peek of the upcoming August pattern for my summer shawl knit along. So you can, not going to show you the whole thing, it's still on my needles, but it's going to be a vanilla scarf over here. So this pattern is dropping at the end of the week, and can't wait to show you a bit more of that. That was everything I had for today's video. I hope you like it, and if you like my videos, remember to subscribe to my channel so you will always get a notification when I put out a new video. And remember the code FLOG2025 for a little discount on all my self-published summer top and tee patterns. It's still valid until the end of the Vlog Fiber Festival. I think it's 10th, August 10th, Sunday or something like that. It's the last day of vlog, so it's valid until 10. And if you're in Portland, Oregon area next weekend, come and say hi to me at Ritual Dice, and if you want you can join my classes, there's still some room. And yeah, I think that's everything for today. Thanks for watching. Bye!